All right, shalom, shalom, shalom. First, I want to give honors, good praise due to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushua, Bashem Kakadash. Double honors to apostles and elders business as well. Peace to Akia that's doing this work on Four Corners of Earth. I'm Brother Dewad from GMS Detroit Bar Camp. And, the Civil War is going to come. It's biblical. All right. It says so in the Holy Bible. All right. This is this is the kingdom of Esau Edom. All right. And so you have a lot of angry Edomites that are upset at their government. All right. And so regardless, because they feel like that they're going against the Constitution. All right. And everything that they stand for. All right. And so because they have woken up to realize that the politicians is nothing but puppets. Okay. And so now, more people of whether they're military or former military, hey, they pretty much is fed up, and so we know things are gonna escalate. Why? Because it's biblical. All right. So yeah, you even got these all these different supremacist groups, okay, um, and everything. Shoot, yeah, it's gonna be something else out here. But like I say, this is all facts. This is not my opinion. Matter of fact, I am gonna get to this, but let me get something else right quick. But hey, the prophets that's been on the highways and byways have been warning. All right, to these so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Israelite foreigners, go back to the sons of Jacob, that these things would be happening. All right. Book of Mark, chapter 3. All right. I'm gonna start at 24. And if a kingdom be divided, against itself, that kingdom cannot stand, which is very true. A kingdom divided, a kingdom that is divided cannot stand. That's very true. And reading on, and if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. Facts. You know what I'm saying? And there's more of a divide now, more than ever. All right, because we're at the end of their rulership. Okay. Reading on, and if Satan rise up against himself, and behold, divided, he cannot stand but have an end. Okay, and that's very true. All right, that's very true. All right, Book of Isaiah, chapter 19, verses 2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and that they shall find each other against his brother, and against everyone against his brother, his neighbor, city against city, and against kingdom, kingdom and against kingdom. So hey, we've been warning you. All right, that this is gonna happen. This is gonna go down. Even the movie what's that, Civil War? The movie Civil War. All right, was telling you that. And what's another good movie? What's that, Bushwick? All right, But hey, it's gonna be something else out here, you know. All right, reading on Second Ezra, chapter 15, starting at 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. I'm sorry, yeah, no, that's right. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. All right, for the sword and their and their destruction drawing nigh, and everyone shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. Yeah, because it's getting real thick out here. You know, um, people losing their jobs. There's more homeless people out here now. I'm seeing it more and more and more and more. And not to say like this country never had homeless, but in these day and times now, I can really say that homelessness in America, it ain't never. I don't ever remember it being this high as it is now. You got people sleeping in cars, which is happening a whole lot now. Than what people think. So reading on, for there shall be seditions amongst men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings, neither princes, and the currents of their actions. They shall stand in their power. So yeah, because if their kids got to eat, they ain't worrying about what a politician think. You know, people got to feed their babies and things like that. No, they gonna go out and get it regardless how anybody feel about it. And if they ain't in the way, they gonna do something to them. You know. So yeah, when people got to eat, hey, you're gonna see a whole nother animal than them come out you ain't never saw before. All right. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Yeah, because they're going to have a lot of things boarded up. You're not going to be able to go here to there anymore. That's coming too. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and the horses, and the houses shall be destroyed, and man shall be after. Yeah, that's gonna happen. Because hey, when people don't got nothing to eat, what they gonna do? They gonna break in the next house or the next few houses to see what they got. All right, a man shall have no pity, upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and shall spoil their goods because of the lack of bread, and for great tribulation. So yeah, it's gonna be terrible out here. It's gonna be real bad out here. But hey, we've been warning you. We've been warning you that this was gonna happen. There's no going back. Grab that. All right. Jeremiah chapter 30, verses 7. At last, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even of the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Yeah. All right. The elect. All right. Is going to be saved through this. Grab another one. The book of book of Daniel, chapter 12, verses 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince shall stand for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble. All right. seeking as never was sign that was a nation, even to this time. I mean, yeah, that time. Yeah, at that some time, and at that some time, thy people shall be devout. You know, divided. Everyone that shall be founded, written in the book. Yeah. So, hey, this civil war, hey, is coming, but the elect is gonna be up out of here. You know. All right. So with that, hey, I want to say honor and glory praises due to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua and Shem Kakadash, double honors apostles and elders bishops as well. Peace of Akim that's doing this work on the four corners of earth. Shalom.